Hi everyone, my name's Alex Gosselin and I'm one of the yoga instructors with Parliament Street Fitness. Thank you so much for joining me today for a 30-minute flow. The focus for our practice today will be on lengthening and strengthening the side body, and we'll also be incorporating some twists. This is a multi-level practice, and the only thing you need today will be a yoga mat, and if you happen to have a couple of yoga blocks, you're welcome to reach for those. Now, one of the things I love the most about yoga is the way that the practice teaches us how to increase our capacity for experiences of discomfort. What I've found is that increasing my capacity for discomfort has benefited me in terms of my resilience, both physically, emotionally, and mentally. So for today's asana practice, there will be moments where I invite you to pause during particular shapes. And I'll be inviting you to breathe into any discomfort you might be noticing in that shape in service of, again, building our resilience both inside and out. So let's begin in a seated position to start. You're welcome to cross the legs, or if you prefer, you can sit in hero with the knees forward. And just start by noticing how you're connected to the ground beneath you. You might be sitting up on a block. You might be on a cushion. And just noticing where and how your body is making contact with the ground. And from here, just begin to scan up the body. Gently drawing in the ribs, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Letting the shoulders come away from the ears. And aligning the back of the head with the back of the pelvis. If it's comfortable, you can close your eyes, but you certainly don't have to. And the arms are relaxed. Palms might be facing down if you need more grounding today. Or if you need more energy, you may choose to flip the palms up, also signifying willingness for today's practice. I'm just taking a moment here just to tune inward. Just noticing whatever you notice. Acknowledging any thoughts, any physical sensations that are present, or your emotional experience right here, right now. Without trying to get rid of or change anything, just noticing what you notice. And from here, the invitation is to turn the attention away from thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, and instead toward a single point of focus, the experience of breathing. See if you can find a point of focus for your breath, wherever it feels most vivid for you. This might be at the base of the nostrils, the ribs, or the belly. And as best as you can, honing your attention toward this single point of focus. And when the mind wanders, gently escorting the attention back. Once you're ready, let's bring the hands toward heart center, slight tuck of the chin. And I'd invite you to just take a moment for gratitude. Thank yourself for making space space and time for this practice. Thanking the other folks who are also practicing and sharing their energy in this moment. And then ask yourself what you need from our 30 minutes together. Let a word or a short sentence come to mind. And then silently repeat that to yourself 3 times. Let's open our practice with one big breath together, beginning by exhaling. Taking a cleansing in-breath. And let it go. Gently blink the eyes open. Let's let the hands come toward the side body, and then on an in-breath, let's take a nice big stretch. Reach the arms up, shift the gaze upward, draw the ribs in. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Good. Inhale. And exhale. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Right hand behind the back, left arm reaches up. Exhale, let's twist over toward the right. Good. Switching sides. Inhale, right arm comes up. Good. Exhale, twisting toward the left. Good. We'll come back through center. Start to roll over the knees and come forward into a tabletop position. Aligning the wrists just underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Try to find a neutral spine, so tailbones reaching straight back. And then from here, inner elbows spin forward, upper arm bones are externally rotated. As you're ready, inhale, right arm comes forward, left foot back. Doesn't matter how high you lift your left leg, so don't worry about that. What I want you to make sure that you're doing is keeping the core engaged. So try not to dump weight in the low back and collapse through the belly. Keep pulling the ribs in. Good, and then on your exhale, elbow and knee to touch, press the mat away. Good, inhale, reach and lengthen, gazing downward. Exhale, elbow and knee toward one another. Good, inhale. And exhale. Good, 2 more. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good, let's let the left knee come down. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Exhale, thread it under. Now you can let your right ear come towards your mat or maybe towards a block. Left hand might crawl up towards 12 o'clock on your mat. Even weight into the knees. Press the back of the right hand into your mat, finding a nice stretch for the back of the right shoulder. Breathe here for another 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes right underneath the gaze. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Awesome, right hand comes down. Neutral spine, let's go right into the other side. So left arm reaches forward, right leg back. Keep pulling the ribs up. Good, and then exhale, elbow and knee towards one another. Good, inhale, reach and lengthen. Good, exhale. Good, inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Hand, knee back down. And then as you're ready, left arm reaches up. And then on your exhale, left arm threads under the right. Good. This time your left ear might come down to your mat. And just be mindful of the neck. Bring the weight back towards the tailbone. Maybe right hand crawls up at 12 o'clock. And then you're pressing the back of the left hand into the mat. Should feel a nice stretch here. The back of the left shoulder. Try not to crunch that right ear toward the right shoulder. Find a bit of space there. And breathe for another 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right hand comes right underneath the gaze. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Beautiful. Exhale all the way back down. From here, let's come into a very brief plank. Toe mounts just underneath the heels, wrists underneath the shoulders, and then take a nice big bend in the knees, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, pedal the feet out a few times. And imagine your body in an upside down V shape. Don't worry if the knees are straight. One of the things I often see in a downward facing dog is something like this. We try to get straight legs, but then we compromise the spine. So instead of rounding in the spine, try to lengthen. So tilt your tailbone up, bring your chest towards the thighs, even if it means bending the knees. Take a big breath in here, hug the armpits in toward one another. Good, and then exhale, let's find our plank again. Good. Inhale, bring the heels onto the ground, sweep the left arm up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good, exhale, left hand comes down. Good, inhale, right arm lifts, lift the hips, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale down. One more each side. Inhale, press the mat away, squeeze shoulder blades. Good, and then one more inhale on the left. Good, exhale. Let's find our plank once more. Good, and then from here, use your toe mount, shift the weight forward, options to drop the knees. Elbows come straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down. Good, hands down by the side ribs. Inhale, lift the heart. Good, exhale, downward facing dog. Good, pedal the feet out, just notice the work in the body. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, shift your gaze towards your hands and start to walk the feet towards the hands as best as you can. Press your mat away as you do so. Come up onto the tippy toes if you need to. Inhale, find flat back. Bring shoulders in line with the hips. Exhale, fold forward. Good, press down through the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Good, exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rise up. Take your left hand and reach for your right wrist. Good, feet are roughly hip width distance. And then exhale, side bend over toward the left. Good, maybe that right heel comes off the ground. Breathing here, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, opposite side. Good, try to bring that right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back through center. And then exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Good. Now keep your feet roughly hip width distance. Bend the knees, sweep the arms forward, Utkatasana. Good. Now in your Utkatasana, notice what's happening with your knees. You don't want the knees knocking in. You don't want them super far out. You want them tracking roughly between that second or third toe. Good. Press the big toe down through the earth. And then notice what's happening with your back. Try to find a neutral spine in this position. Your glutes are activated, spine is long. Good, now from here, let's take the hands to heart center. Don't change anything in the low body. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Exhale, twist toward the right. Good, inhale through center. Exhale, twist towards the left. Good, inhale through center. Exhale, twist towards the right. Remember, low body's not moving. This is all core work. Inhale through center. Exhale toward the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, flat back. Good, and then exhale, plant the palms. We're gonna move through a flow. So if you're first time doing your flow, we're gonna come into plank first, and then into chaturanga, which is a similar movement to a sort of military push-up, if you will. So shift forward, and then options to drop the knees. Elbows squeeze the side ribs as you come down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment in your downward facing dog to catch your breath. Slow things down. I like to sway a little bit, but for some folks, they prefer to find stillness. Good. And then when you're ready, let's lift the right leg up. Find a 3-legged dog. And then on your next exhale, bring the right foot between the hands as best as you can. Good, and let's turn the back heel in, and then on your next in-breath, we're gonna spin the left arm back, right arm forward. I'm gonna give you the opposite side view. Okay, so we're in a warrior 2 right now. Make sure you can see the big toe of the front foot. We're pressing firmly into the pinky side edge of the back foot. And then from here, reach, reach, reach forward, flip your palm, and then exhale to reverse. Awesome, nice stretch here for the right side body. Notice how my right knee is still over top of my right ankle. And then as I'm coming forward again, I'm gonna bring that right elbow on the inside of the right thigh. Good, we're in an extended side angle. Left arm is gonna reach up and over. Nice long line of energy from the pinky side edge of that left foot all the way up through the fingertips. And notice how my pinky is turning downward. There's external rotation in the upper arm bones. Now with this extended side angle position, we're trying to open up the groin, so the inner thigh. So using the elbow to create a little bit of resistance. So I'm pressing into the elbow as the elbow's pressing into the thigh. Breathe here. Making space for that discomfort for another 3, 2, and 1. Press through that right heel. Exhale to reverse. Beautiful. Now let's come up into a high lunge. Spin the back heel off the ground. Right knee still on top of the right ankle. Arms sweep up. Awesome. Now from here, sweep the fingertips back, hug that right glute back in space, firm up your core, and then we're gonna pop right into a warrior 3. So pop onto that right foot. Now keep in mind that this is a warrior 3, what I'm doing right now, just as much as this is a warrior 3. It does not matter. What's most important is that your hips are level. So if you're doing this, trying to keep your balance, woo. What's happening when you do that is that your glutes are not actually firing. You should really feel a lot going on in your right glutes with this shape. Okay, so let's breathe here. Again, tolerating that discomfort. Core is engaged, belly's pulled in. 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop that back foot down, and let's bring the knee all the way down to the ground. Inhale, let the arms rise up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Good, from here, let's come into a twist. Left elbow on the outside of the right knee or as far over as you can. Now with your twist, same rules apply. We don't want the knee caving too far out or too far in. And then notice how my shoulders are away from my ears. With every in-breath, I'm lifting my chest, bringing the thumbs towards my sternum. Awesome. If you want a little bit more, you could always pop the back knee off the ground, but you don't have to. Let's breathe here for another 3, Another 2. And 1. Inhale, let's come back through center. Exhale, plant your palms. Inhale to lift your heart. And then exhale, let's move through a flow. And I'd invite you to take a nice, slow chaturanga. So as you press forward, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, find your cobra, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Good. Pedal your feet out. Really tilt the tailbone up, reaching the heels down. Even if the knees are bent, we're still breathing space into the hamstrings. Now our downward facing dog is typically our resting shape between our sets. Now, if downward facing dog doesn't feel very restful, you're always welcome to take child's pose instead, bringing the knees together or mat width apart. Reach the arms forward, bow the head down. Letting go of achievement and just tuning in to what your body needs. Now let's come into a downward facing dog. So if you chose to take a rest, we're going to end our resting period and join in a collective breath together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Good. Left leg's going to rise this time. And this time we're going to bring the left foot between the hands as best as you can. Good. From here, spin the right heel down. Right arm's going to come back. Left arm forward. Let's come into our warrior 2. Now in our warrior 2, again, we're trying to open up through that inner thigh. Tailbone slightly tucked under. Shoulder blades are squeezing together. Your gaze is between the middle finger of that left hand. Just take a few breaths here in our nice strong warrior. Make sure you can see the big toe of the left foot. And then as you're ready, inhale, reach forward. Flip your palm and then exhale to reverse. This time breathing space, lengthening into the left side body. Breathe here. Another 3, 2. Awesome. And then as you're ready, let's come into extended side angle. Left elbow comes on the inside of the left thigh. The hand is facing upwards. Right arm reaches up and over. Now what's nice about this shape is we're getting a nice opening here through the right side, or the right front body, the psoas, the hip flexors, while also getting some opening in the adductor muscles on the left side. Pinky side edge of that right hand is facing down. Good, and notice how my right knee is still over top of, my left knee is over top of my left ankle. Breathe here for another 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back up. Exhale to reverse. Beautiful. Now let's come up into our high lunge. Pop that back heel off the ground. Probably your thighs are feeling a lot of action right now. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Good. And then exhale, fingertips sweep back. And we're going to turn on the left side glutes this time. Really strong core. And then as you're ready, let's pop up onto the left foot. Find your warrior 3. And again, tolerating is not even the word I think I should be using here. I think acceptance or willingness to have the feelings of discomfort here might be a better fit. Long, smooth breaths. And let go of achievement. If you wobble, if you fall out of the shape, you can always come back in. Doesn't matter. Let's breathe here for another 3, 2, and then as you're ready, drop the back foot down, drop the knee towards the earth, and then sweep the arms up. We're in a low lunge now. This time, exhale, hands come to heart center. We're gonna come into the twist on the left side.
So using the strength of the core, twist, twist, twist to the left. Bring that right elbow on the outside of the left knee if you can, to give you the opposite side view this time. Now notice how my knee isn't caving in or out. I'm still pressing through the big toe. Left glutes are still engaged. And with every in-breath, I'm essentially lifting my chest away from the ground, bringing the thumbs towards the sternum. My gaze might be behind me, or it might be forward, whatever's more comfortable. And if you did so last time, you're feeling hardcore today, maybe you pop the back knee off the ground. I don't want to do that today, so I'm not going to. But you're absolutely welcome to if that's what you need. Breathe here, another 3. Another 2. And 1. Inhale, let's come back through center. Plant the palms on either side of that left foot. Inhale, lift your heart. Good, and then exhale. Let's find our slow chaturanga. Shift forward, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and all the way down. Inhale, lift your heart. And this time, let's take a child's pose wherever you are. Find your breath, long, smooth, reconnecting with your intention, reconnecting with what you need today. And then once you're ready, we'll come right back in to a downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet out, rock your hips from side to side. Good. Right foot's gonna come up. Good, and then exhale, right foot between the hands. Turn the back heel in, left arm back, right arm forward. Okay, a little bit different this time. We're gonna come straight into a triangle. So straighten that front leg. This is also a really nice shape for a block if you have one. So if you have a block handy, you can just place it right underneath, right where your shoulder's gonna be. So as you reach forward, that front leg is straight. We're gonna drop that right hand down. Left arm is gonna reach up. Now notice how I'm turning my shoulders. So the left shoulder's forward right now. I'm gonna try to stack the left shoulder on top of the right. Now if you're using a block, I'd encourage you to just use the fingertips. And if it's available to you, let's get a little bit of strengthening through the left side body. Maybe even float the fingertips off the block if that's available to you. Good. Now you can stay here, or if you're feeling hardcore, or you need a little bit more today, maybe right arm reaches forward. Breathe here, another 3, 2, and 1. Inhale all the way up. Left hand's gonna reach for that right wrist. Exhale, side bend. Awesome. Inhale, come back through center. Little bend in that right foot. And let's turn all the way towards the opposite side. Good, so we're in a warrior 2, this time on the left side. Your block's ready in case you need it. Reach the left arm forward, straighten the left leg. Good, and then drop the left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Stack the shoulders, lean back. Good. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Maybe the hand comes off. Try not to hyperextend in that left knee. And if you need, maybe left arm reaches forward. Okay. You should feel a lot of action on those right obliques. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Strength of the right side. Reach all the way up. Reach the left wrist with the right hand. Exhale. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Place your block off towards the side. Turn both sets of toes forward.
Interlace the hands behind the back, or if you have a towel or a strap, you can reach for that. And then exhale, fold. Nice big breath in, big breath out. Good. Weights in the toe mounts. Awesome. Now from here, let's heel toe the feet back together. And then take the middle finger and your index, wrap it around the big toe. Your feet are roughly underneath your hip bones. Big bend in the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward. You're pressing your thumbs into the big toe. Big toe is pressing into the ground. Elbows splay out, but the shoulders have space. We're not wearing the shoulders as earrings. And breathing into your hamstrings, your calves. For another 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. From here, let the hands just dangle down towards the earth, and then slowly, mindfully start to roll all the way up towards standing. Stacking each vertebra at a time. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Now from here, we are going to work on an arm balance. This is just for fun, so there's a few different options here. We're gonna start this time with the big toes to touch, thighs together as best as you can. And then we're gonna come into Utkatasana, so chair pose, just like we did at the very beginning of our practice. Give you the side view. Now once you come into your chair pose, option 1 is to come into a twist on the right side. Okay, so this might be where some folks stay today. This is really great practice. Now, if you are doing this twist, do be mindful that your left knee isn't coming forward. This means that your hips are not square. The knees need to be flush. Okay, so this is option 1. Now, if you can get the elbow further down onto the thigh, and this is feeling comfy, you might slowly bring the hips down, and then maybe the hands come about shoulder width apart, okay? Now, the key with this shape is that the more of the knee, or the thigh, I should say, that you can get on your tricep, the better, okay? Now, you can give a little bit of a cheat and then dig that right elbow into your right side and then do this shape. Or you can use a little bit of strength here, or a lot of strength. Try to keep the elbows hugged in towards the side, gaze down, and then maybe the feet float off the ground. Ooh. Truthfully, I haven't done this shape in a while, so I feel like I'm just practicing with all y'all. Don't worry if you fall. Part of what's really useful about doing arm balances or any sort of inversion is just the practice and trusting ourselves, okay? You can use your fingers as little breaks if you kind of grip the fingers onto your mat a little bit. Shift your gaze down. Maybe the feet float off the ground. Good, so you can get a couple breaths there. And then when you're ready, just let it all go. You can always pause the video if you want to play around a little bit longer. And eventually you'll come all the way back up to standing. And then you'll gear up for the opposite side. So this time, a right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Take a couple breaths here to start. All that sitting, I don't know, some of you might be working from home or spending a lot more time at home lately. I don't know about you, but my upper back is super tight lately. Even doing this shape feels really difficult for me compared to even a few months ago, which tells me there's a little bit of practice I need in opening up the thoracic spine. Okay, now when you're ready, gripping the fingers, gaze down, left elbows hugging in, maybe the feet float off. Now there's usually a side that feels a little easier than the other. For me, it's this side. It could actually be more helpful to give a little bit more practice to the side that feels less familiar, with less ease, I guess you could say. So again, breathing here, giving yourself permission to just try, regardless of what the outcome is. Awesome. And once you're ready, let's join in Tadasana. Standing mountain pose. Inhale, let the arms sweep up. Good, and then exhale, let's dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Good, and then exhale, plant the palms. Let's take one last vinyasa. You don't have to do the 5-second count. You can just make it quick. Inhale, lift the heart. Good, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's stretch out the glutes. Right foot's gonna come up. Right knee behind the right wrist. Right toes towards the left side of the mat. Coming up into a pigeon. Try to keep the hips square, hip bones facing forward. And then if you'd like, you can come down onto the elbows. Good. Breathing into the right glutes, the hips. And just notice if you're clenching your jaw in this shape. Try to relax your jaw. Soften anything that doesn't need to work so hard. Let the fingers relax. And then when you're ready, we'll gear up to the opposite side. Left knee behind the left wrist. Left foot towards the right side of the mat. Hip bones are square. And folding forward when you're ready. Now if pigeon doesn't feel good for your body, you have any knee pain, there shouldn't be any pain in this shape. So if that's the case for you, the shape feels too intense, you can always come up onto the back instead and take figure 4. I'll give a brief demonstration of that shape. When you're in figure 4, your left ankle crosses the right, still externally rotated in the hip, maybe right foot comes off the ground, interlacing the hands behind the right thigh. There's no right or wrong, so really just choose the shape that's most beneficial, the one that's going to be the most in alignment with whatever your intention was for today. And then wherever you are, you're welcome to let go of your pigeon or let go of your figure 4. Now let's make our way onto the back body. And once you're here, let's take the arms nice and wide into a cactus or a T shape. Cactus is simply just with elbows bent. And let's bring the knees in toward the chest. And then exhale, let the knees come over toward the right side of the mat. Good. If you'd like, your right hand might come to the left knee. And keeping the shape a little bit more active, draw the left shoulder down. Breathing here for another 3. Another 2. Good. Once you're ready, knees back through center again. And same thing, opposite side. If you'd like, your gaze might spin toward the right side. Right shoulder comes down. Breathing here for 3.
for 2. And let's come all the way back through center. Good. Now let's kick the heels up. We'll close our practice with a happy baby. You can reach for the inner or outer arches of the feet. Your heels are roughly over top of your knees. You can move or you can find stillness. And then as you're ready, we'll move in for one last hug. Bring the knees in towards the nose, nose towards the knees. Big breath in. And on your exhale, let it go. You can stretch your legs out, finding a shavasana. If you need some more grounding, hands might come to the abdomen. Relaxing the muscles around the eyes, relaxing your jaw. And just letting your body absorb the benefits of your practice today. Now you're welcome to stay here in this resting shape as long as you need for today. And I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you for making time to move and breathe, and wishing you a wonderful rest of your week. Namaste.